24 hours ago, I switched to CLIXS binds and settings with the goal of becoming good at keyboard and mouse in just one day. And this is what I look like right now. I still have no idea how to build. I don't know where any of my binds are, but I'll check back in and see where I'm at in exactly 1 hour. Now, I found out that 1 hour is way longer than it seems when you're learning new binds, because you can actually learn a lot in just these 60 minutes. Like only 30 seconds in, and I could already do my basic 90s because it's just clicking 3 easy keys. But as soon as I had to start moving my fingers around to edit, the reality of how hard this was going to be set in. Bro, G is so far away for an edit key. With more and more reps, I finally hit my first single cone edit, and after just a quick 9 minutes, I was already getting pretty consistent. The issue is when I'm placing a cone, I don't know if I'm supposed to click it with my index finger and then move it up to G and kind of do it like that, or I don't know if I'm supposed to move my thumb up from the spacebar and click V with my thumb. Both of them kind of work. I'm not sure which one CLIXS actually uses. But after trying this new method, clicking V with my thumb instead, even though it was a little awkward at first, it started to feel way easier, and I officially have my single cone edits down. Now let's try some double edits. Every time I try to learn new binds, my old muscle memory always messes me up, especially for the first day, but now just 15 minutes in, I'm already starting to learn double edits. I mean, this is just crazy. The reason I said that is because so far doing a double edit on these binds literally feels impossible. It feels like I have to move my fingers so far for just a simple move, but... Oh, wait, there we go. Hey, there we go. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to get these down, but something still just feels off. It just doesn't make sense that CLIXS could be as fast as he is on these binds until I had a realization. There's no way, right? Wait, maybe it is. Maybe he brings his ring finger all the way down from Q down under here to X so he can click X and V at the same time for his double edit. Even though that also feels awkward, it kind of makes more sense than the other way. Okay, it actually doesn't feel that bad at all. Oh yeah, that feels way better than the other way. That's actually something you have to look out for when you copy these pro players' binds, because sometimes they have unusual ways of clicking their buttons to make them work, which if you just pick them up and use them like I was right there, you could be clicking them completely different. Now let's start to work on some triple edits. So it'll be the same exact thing as a double edit, but then I'll add in the F key for the wall placement. In literally just 26 minutes since switching to CLIXS binds for the first time ever, I hit my first triple edit. And now that I have a good feel for what all my build binds are, I'm even starting to combo some moves together. Oh my. Bro, I'm learning so much faster on CLIXS binds than I ever learned on Peterbot's binds. And that's actually true. Even though it took me a little bit to figure out how CLIXS actually presses these different keys, now that I know, I feel like I'm getting good fast. There we go. They're getting consistent. All right, I got these locked down. So in just under 40 minutes since I switched to CLIXS binds, I got basic 90s down, I got double edits down, and I got triple edits down. But now as I start to try to get into the double triple edits and the more advanced builds, this speed slow motion helps so much. So this will allow me the time to get my fingers set up and just let my brain understand this more, because even right there in slow motion, I just messed it up. So we go stare, X, V, then double edit, then we want to click F for our wall, edit through this, place another stair, do same X, V, double edit, place F again, and get through twice. This is my map I built specifically for learning how to build like this, as well as warming up and 1v1ing on it too. Which if you also want to use it, all you have to do to find it is search Carter2K in the map tab, and then make sure to favorite it so you can keep using it. For all I care, you could use any slow motion map, but it is just so good to be able to slow everything down so you can really learn from it. However, while doing this, I realized that I really don't need to know double triple edits right now. There's way more valuable moves I still need to learn, like how to do proper 90s with a floor place. The simple 90s are the easiest thing in the game to learn, but for some reason, just adding one more floor makes it 10 times harder. FXQ, FXQ, FXQ. Now full speed, FXQ, FXQ, Ooh, that's so hard. Now 50 minutes into my muscle memory learning session, just these 90s have taken the most time out of everything, and I'm still not even close to getting 3 in a row. Oh my, I almost got it. It's funny that I can triple edit, but I can't even do a proper 90. Bro, this X bind is just in such an awkward spot that depending on the movement, you want to click it with different fingers. There we go. It took over 15 minutes of trying, but I finally got the proper 90s down. And it's officially been 1 hour since I switched to CLIXS binds. Let's try to combine it. Triple edit into 90. Wait a sec. Let's go. Oh my god, I finally did it. Now there's one last thing I want to learn, and I probably should have started with these, but it's simply side jumps, which because I've already been building so much, these shouldn't be as hard to learn. Stair, V, jump, and X. Stair, V, jump, and X. Bang, that's perfect. Look, by the end of this video, I'm gonna hit a crazy free build combo. The next step is grinding some piece control. Now, I'm gonna be in here for the next 2 hours, so this can get really boring. And the key to keep yourself locked in is being entertained with something like football. You put on your phone, you set up right in front of yourself. You don't even have to put on a headset. You just sit here and let's grind. So to try to become an actually good keyboard and mouse player, a couple of weeks ago, I built the best PC I've ever had so I can hold 240 FPS perfectly. And I built the PC with mostly parts from this company called Be Quiet, who's the sponsor of this part of the video. Be Quiet makes some of the best coolers, fans, cases, basically any of the really noisy cooling parts in your PC, they fix by making them really high quality and absolutely silent. All Be Quiet parts are German developed, and I just use their Be Quiet Lightbase 900 FX case with their Lightwing cooler, Lightwing fans, and their Dark Power Pro 13 power supply to build an insane dual GPU PC that looks and runs absolutely amazing. This case and these fans especially are definitely my favorite I've ever used. And their parts are pretty DIY friendly, so even if it's your first time building a PC, they're pretty easy to work with. So if you're in the market to build a PC during maybe these upcoming Black Friday sales or even for Christmas, definitely make sure to check out Be Quiet for any of your cooling and power parts. Again, I've been using their parts for a while now and they've been absolutely perfect. So I'll put the links to everything I use to build my PC with in the description down below, as well as some more information about Be Quiet. Even after like 50 reps on this drill, I'm still kind of struggling with it, bro. These binds are kind of hard. I'm wondering if when CLIXS actually moves right, if he actually clicks his edit key with his thumb, because otherwise you have to completely take your index finger off this to click G and then you stop moving right. Because I feel like that ends up being way more fluid, even though it's kind of awkward. And 100. Of course, I missed the shot. Nice. 100 drills in here. Now let's move on to drill number 2. And if you don't know what CLIXS binds actually are, let me quickly show you. So first of all, I'm also using his exact sensitivity, which is this. I'm not gonna lie, targeting and even the X-axis sensitivity is quite a bit higher than what I typically use. And for his binds, he has crouch on C, sprint on left control. The weapon binds are 1 through 6 for pickaxe all the way through your 5 weapon slots. Wall is C, floor is X, stairs are Q, roof is V. And of course, we saw that building edit is all the way over on G. This drill, I should be able to get down a little quicker because I already spent a bunch of time learning how to triple edit. See, the reason I swear by piece control maps when I'm learning new binds or learning really anything in Fortnite is because not only do you learn the actual piece control part of it in piecing players up, boxing them, learning how to do all your edits, but you're also forced to learn how to actually make that a shot. You still have to pull out your weapon, edit, and aim and shoot a bot at the end of every single rep. So if I'm doing 100 reps in these drills, that's 100 shots, and 100 times I have to pull out my shotgun. And that's what helps translate this to real games so efficiently. And there we go. I'll end on a perfect rep. 115 reps of drill number 2. Let's keep it going. So this one is stair. Gotta hit the double, edit. Ooh, see, this one's hard because I have to move right and place a wall at the same time, which I don't know how he does on these binds. Edit, hone. That is hard. At the start of literally every new drill, I just find it so hard. It makes sense that it's hard because each time it's a completely new thing I'm doing on unfamiliar binds. So the first 20, 30, even the first 50 reps of a drill can be really slow in me messing up. But that's why I'm doing 100 on every single drill. So every single rep, I'm getting better and better. And I'll go ahead and end on that one. 108 reps. Let's move on to drill number 4. And I just crossed the 2-hour mark since I switched to CLIXS binds. And this is where so many other people quit learning their binds. If you also want to learn pro binds, you have to commit to it and want to grind these builds in piece control, even if it seems boring. And a perfect rep to finish off 104 reps right there. Keep it going. So many people like to jump straight into real games or playing with their friends while trying to learn new binds, and then they quit and go back to their old binds because they suck, obviously. But when you commit to the boring route, just look at my progress in only a few hours. That's why the title of this video says to prove it's easy, because people always think learning new binds like this is way harder than it actually is. That was a solid rep for rep number 100. We're on to drill number 6. Okay, this is weird. I have to sprint side jump this for the first time. So X. Okay, I can do that. And with that, that is 127 reps of this drill. My football game is officially over. That's over 3 hours of just grinding piece control. And already from just over 4 hours of total practice grinding 2 maps, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. But now comes the hardest part of every time you switch your binds, playing against other real players. Now, I like to come to the pit specifically because a lot of these players are not very good, and I can kind of get the feel for my builds and stuff down against these players that just aren't very good. Which, I mean, I don't have a lot of room to talk because I am also not very good right now. But the issue is, once you start to fight real players, this is when you forget all your muscle memory. It sucks to suck at this game. I'm not gonna lie, this is the point after 4 hours where I just wanted to give up because I couldn't even beat bots in the pit. No, bro, I'm just button spamming because I don't remember what my binds are. You just panic when you fight other players. Bro, it's 24 hours. But instead of quitting, I just took a little break and came back refreshed to start practicing again. I'm not gonna lie, the hardest part about these binds by far right now is actually finding and clicking the floor button. For some reason, just pressing X feels so weird. Sometimes I have to hit it with my index finger, sometimes I have to hit it with my ring finger. So like every build combo, I'm hitting it with a different finger and it's just so awkward. And now 5 hours in. Oh, there we go. We finally got some semblance of a free build going. Wait, hold on a sec. I just ran into the settings portal in my map, and the settings I have for CLIXS is a 60% targeting sense. I might have copied his old sense on accident. I gotta go check this. Wow, I actually did. These are his correct settings, and I didn't even copy them from here. This is why you gotta get all your settings from the Carter 2K 1v1 map. These are the most accurate, up-to-date settings. And I also need to turn on custom diagonals, because I didn't even have those on. Okay, yeah, this feels a lot more reasonable now. That doesn't really change that much for me, but at least now I'm fully accurate. That was the first time I've done that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm getting too good at free building right now for actually sucking against real players, so I have to go jump back into a free-for-all. All right, here we go, round 2. But this time the targeting sense is way lower, so it's way better, bro. Oh, let's go. Bro, it's like once you're under pressure, it's so hard to remember the key. Especially my floor and pyramid. I don't know why, I just can't get them down. I need to just practice like boxing a bunch. Honestly, let's just try to practice boxing. This is literally like some of the most important muscle memory to have, and I haven't even practiced it yet. Sometimes your biggest struggles can be fixed by just practicing a specific move for a few minutes. It's honestly crazy how often this works, but every time, if I can tell exactly where I'm messing up, a few minutes later, I look like a new player. And even though most of these players right now are complete bots, they make for perfect practice right now because they're still real players that I have to make good plays against to fight. But they're not so good that I don't have a chance. Like if I tried to play ranked right now, it would do nothing for me because those players would just run through me. Compared to right now, these are actually some good fights. No, I missed that final shot. Dang, that was like my best fight yet. I think I'm actually gonna improve way more in a map like this versus free-for-all right now. Eventually, free-for-alls do get pretty boring, and this sort of 1v1 piece control format will force me to learn new fighting moves that I haven't practiced yet. But the pit definitely helped me prepare for this. Okay, this is literally like a real bot, like... Bro, I am so bad. That's the hardest part about learning binds. It's not even actually learning them. It's the fact that you were just so bad at the game for the first few days that you want to just get off. You want to quit. Because the fact that I'm like almost struggling against this guy and it's like, bro. But even that absolute bot helped me prepare for this player who's now a little better. Oh my. Oh my, that's the best play I've had this entire day. Let's go, bro. The piece control's finally paying off. You can see in real time how those piece control drills from earlier are now translating to real fights. And I just crossed the 7-hour mark since I switched to CLIXS binds. Oh, and he left. I actually made him leave. Let's go. We're getting somewhere. Oh wait, that's not even mine, bro. I'm cooked. How did I win that? I have literally no idea. Bro, this guy just left too. What is up with this? Let's go. No way, bro. 10-2 that guy who's actually like pretty decent. So I'm about 7 total hours of practice in. I definitely need to touch some grass. And I already know in these build fights, I'm about to get humbled. Let's see what I can do, bro. I'm not looking forward to this. Okay, 90s. Oh my. Bro. What is CLIXS' sense? Okay, I have him beat 6-0 right now. Like, what is happening? Oh my, wait a sec. Bro, I want to get piece control down so bad. Okay, now I'm like in my head and now I'm struggling more because of it. Also, this guy is so mad that he's losing. Wow, that was a good play. It's my floor button, bro. I just can't hit my floor button. And even 7 hours in, I'm still making some stupid mistakes. And this is where I really wanted to quit. Bro, I'm garbage right now. Like, actually garbage. Oh, brother. Bro, why can I not even do a 90 now? Oh my, this is impossible. Bro, where's my mouse? But this is all part of the process. What I really need to learn is how to do a double edit down, because once I block off the top, I'm literally not able to go and do a double edit. It's not even worth continuing to play that until I can get down this double edit down. So I'm back in this map. Let's go slow motion. Edit, wall, pyramid, cone. The same way I identified in the pit that I couldn't box up and it was the main reason I kept losing, well, I identified in 1v1s that I couldn't do double edits down, and it's a big reason that I can't finish fights right now. So back with the slow motion learn. I'm telling you, if you want to learn any move in Fortnite, this is literally the easiest and fastest way to do it. Slow motion is actually just so underrated. Look at that. First successful try full speed. Dang, those 1v1s kind of got my 90s dialed in too. Now, I did get those down, but the clock just struck midnight, so the day is officially over. In just 8 hours, by trusting the process, I went from a noob on CLIXS binds to an actually decent player. And if you guys like this video, I'll practice on these binds for an entire week and show you my progress. Now, this is another video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and this is a video I think you'll enjoy. So check one of them out, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.